Hello.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to
Oh,
see you.
how you doing?
I'm sorry, can you say it again?
Yeah, I was
How
just
are you?
I was asking how you doing.
Okay, so I've been really depressed, but I'm gonna be honest, just by you accepting me, I'm feeling so much better.
Oh, well, sweetheart, I mean, I get it. I totally understand depression and what you're feeling. And here's the thing with depression, like a lot of people right now are going through this, and either they feel just really disappointed in the direction that their life has taken in the last year or two, or they feel
Yeah.
disappointed in general. And I feel like that's just a combination of things. So give yourself a little credit because it'll get better. Give it about 3 months because some things start to change in about 3 months that make me. Mhm.
Thank you.
Absolutely. What you
Um,
asked about.
so my dad passed
Mhm.
exactly 1 month ago today,
Mhm.
and it was really unexpected. I have
Yeah,
a lot of guilt,
yeah, yeah.
a
But
lot.
don't tell me too much. Let me see what he wants to say because sometimes people tell me way too much information. So your dad, you want to talk to your dad?
Yeah.
With the person acknowledging, he's putting his hand over his mouth. Do you know if there was an inability to say goodbye or you weren't there when he passed?
I wasn't there.
Okay, because he's acknowledging that he doesn't want you to feel guilty or to feel bad about that. He's aware. He says he understands. He also thank you. Um, he's acknowledging another male. Do you have a brother also?
I do have a brother and a sister.
Got it. With the brother, do you know there's a little bit of a disconnect happening there, or there's been kind of like a inconsistent relationship or connection with the brother?
Um, well, maybe with me, I've been really cutting everybody off just because of the state I'm in.
Got it. So your dad is aware of what you've been doing or what you've been going through as far as detaching yourself or feeling a disconnect from your siblings, but also the experience that you had with him as well. He also keeps thank you. I know that you said within the last 30 days or 30 days ago, but he's also showed me balloons. Are we within 30 days of a birthday right now, or did he pass right around a birthday as well?
My sisters.
Perfect. So he's
Oh, wait. Oh, my son. Yes, my son is getting ready to turn 1.
perfect. So he's probably, I'm going to say he's acknowledging both of them, but I think he's acknowledging when he passed and your sister's birthday. So he's probably wishing her happy birthday, but apologizing for the timing of it. So there's a reference there. Do you know if dad didn't always express everything he needed to express properly, or he didn't always share all of his emotions?
He said I love you a lot.
Okay.
So he was really good with that.
Okay, there's something else that he's acknowledging then because he's talking about holding back or not sharing some of the things that were going on. Do you know if he was not sharing all of the circumstances around him at the time of his passing or what was happening at that time?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, because he's
Yes.
perfect because he's apologizing or acknowledging what he didn't share, what he was not expressing at the timing of his passing around that time frame. So he's making reference to this. He also keeps acknowledging, thank you. Do you know if the year this past year if he either had received some sort of diagnosis or he had been told about something that was going to be going this way? Okay,
Yep.
because
Yep. He hid it from us.
yeah, because this is again apologizing for not sharing this or for not letting y'all know about this. He has also acknowledged. Thank you. He also says he was afraid. He didn't want to deal with it. He just didn't want to deal. He just didn't want to deal with the reality of the situation. He did do some things to follow up, but he makes me feel like he
Mhm.
like skirting around it and not go full force into it as well because he's acknowledging that. He also keeps acknowledging his digestive system being compromised. Do you know if his digestive system or intestinal tract was also affected by his health?
Maybe so. I know the diagnosis was prostate, but he waited really late to tell us about
Okay,
that. And then
okay,
he
so
ended up passing another way, not related.
okay, because he's taking me down into the tract and the digestive system. So I'll just assume I'll attach the prostate to that system just because we use that to pee. So that's
Mhm.
expelling the system. He also keeps acknowledging that this was way worse than what he had expected. So when this was diagnosed, he makes me feel like he was only given a certain amount of time. He makes me feel like he was surprised he made it as long as he actually did, just because he said that when they had told him this, they kind of made it seem even worse than what he had originally, than what actually ended up happening. In other words, sometimes doctors will put a date on it and they may say, oh, you have like 3 to 4 months. And he says that he actually went on a little longer than they expected. So he's making me feel that. So he is doing this as well. Did y'all do a toast or have a drink to him? Because he's kind of having like a drink or a toast thing.
No, we did not.
Do you have a glass? Do you have a picture of him holding a glass or having a drink? He's doing something.
No, he actually didn't like drink around us, from what I know.
That's okay. There's something about this that he's making reference to because he just did.
And I know exactly what you're talking about, but I found it out in secret.
Okay, just so you know, so he's just doing this, so there's a reference to that. He
Yeah.
also keeps you. Is there also a mini or Melly or many or I want to say Melanie, but it's like a Melly or Millie or Molly sounding nickname or name that's connected? It may be an
Mm,
animal. I'm an animal when I'm saying it.
Nala? Nala.
Did the she have floppy ears?
No.
No, that's not it.
No.
I'm thinking a Millie or Melly or
Mm.
the two names that keep popping in my head are like Melissa or Melanie, but I don't feel like that's it. I feel like it's a short version of this, but I keep thinking of an animal,
Okay.
which is why I keep an animal that's got a similar name to this. The name you said
Okay.
is not close enough for me. I feel like it's got to be a little bit closer. So there's something there. It may
Okay.
there would be. I keep seeing Lady in the Tramp, so I'm seeing Lady in the Tramp. Do you know if someone had a one of those dogs? What are they called?
I know, like the floppy.
The,
No. Both of the dogs that we had growing up were like not floppy ears and kind of bigger.
okay, this dog is floppy eared, and it's a. I want to
Okay.
say female, but it's a floppy eared animal or dog that's there that he's acknowledging this dog. So I'll leave that with you because you might have asked the family, but there's a reference.
Yes, yes.
Um,
Yeah, he had dogs when he was younger.
I think the breed would have been like a cocker spaniel. So I think that's what the breed.
Okay.
He also keeps a
Okay.
baby as well. So there's a baby with him that was miscarried, lost, or terminated. So he's acknowledging a child as well. So there might be a baby connected to one of y'all that he's wanting to let y'all know is with him.
Okay. I have a question about that, Bernie. Is it ever, okay, when you see like a baby that was lost or terminated, is it ever a possibility that it's a baby incoming?
Yeah, I mean, whenever I see them holding a baby, my first thought is always like there's a baby with them that was miscarried, lost, or terminated. But quite often, it also means that there's someone pregnant right now and there's a baby on the way or it's going to be born soon. So it could also mean that as well. Um,
Okay.
but I'm kind of thinking he's also referring if there is one, that's fine. But he's specifically acknowledging one with him that I feel is past. So there was a baby that was miscarried, lost, or terminated, or didn't, and he's either
Yeah,
correct directly to one of y'all or connected to him.
connected him. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Can you please tell my daddy that I love him and I miss him so much all day, every day?
He says he's gonna send you flowers to look out for those.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. You take care of
Thank
yourself.
you.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you so
darling.
much. Okay. Bye-bye.